years, you should not be botching like this at this point in your career. You're a veteran now. You should have this under control. But I do understand that unfortunate situations happen and things are not go as planned. Just like this injury, of course, it's unplanned. No one plans, we Oscar, I guess, couldn't, the time was off. Oscar couldn't catch her. But this is not good on Charlotte's end. Hopefully, it's a minor injury, not a major one. So she needs to get that together and maybe choose another move set off besides a moonsault in addition to other moves. So she needs to stop this. This is ridiculous. But back to SmackDown for December 8th. Oscar did defeat Charlotte by pinfall, and it was basically a quick roll up. That's how I knew something was wrong with Charlotte. It was a very quick roll up, and it was just very improvised. You could tell watching the match back, it was improvised. I'm sorry. Then Charlotte angrily tried to take Bayley, of course, and that's what caused it. Because Bayley came out, interfered, and they're definitely teasing a breakup of Damage Control. This was going on for quite some time. You knew something was going on when Kairi Sane came back at Crown Jewel with with the match of Io and Bianca, and there's been tension ever since she came back. We all know that Bayley and and Sasha Banks, they had a hand in getting Kairi Sane out as she was tagging with Io at the time. But and then you add Oscar to the Damage Control, who also had beef with Bayley. Otherwise, Bayley's going to be out the group at some given point. It's only about timing. So I know the writing, SmackDown writing, the writing team, and creative is doing their best to tease that and work and build its way up to a proper breakup of Damage Control and Bayley. And I do know that Bayley, when she do get officially kicked out, reportedly Sasha Banks supposed to help her, and maybe even Mickie James for that matter. But we will only have to see what happens next. Now, Nick Aldis is seen with CM Punk backstage, handed a contract. Then Cody walks in. Cody said he heard Punk said that to finish story. He said we need to win the Royal Rumble. Cody calls it interesting, but shake Punk's hand. Who can finish their story? Then we get another tribute to the troops. They announced Roman Reigns' return next week, which already showed. So later on, we get the main event. It was LA Knight and Randy Orton versus Jimmy Uso and Solo. And of course, Randy Orton and LA Knight defeats them. Randy hit Jimmy with the RKO. LA Knight was trying to go for BFT, and Randy, took over. And LA Knight stepped to the side. Randy and LA Knight shook hands. And that was it. That is the end of SmackDown. So that's the end of that. But that is the end of that show. So meanwhile, we will also go to what's going on. I want to talk more about the injury of Charlotte Flair. I already talked about it. Now it says right here, as I stated on December 8th episode of SmackDown. Okay, all these ads. There's a quick roll up. They say here Russell Ranch shared a photo. Says real ugly spot towards the end, rush to the finish. Charlotte Flair says my knee as she helped out the ring seemed to hurt her neck too. Just awful, wishing her the best. Says real ugly spot towards the end, rush to the finish. It says her knee. Charlotte Flair again walked backstage after the match. Looked like she got hurt for real, as I stated earlier. So not only is a injury with Charlotte Flair, it's also an injury to her neck. That is not good at all. It's how long Charlotte's going to be out. Now, I stated before that they did touch on her injury, that she may be out for quite some time. But this is not good. This does not look good on her in. If she has neck issues plus her knee issues, Charlotte Flair be taking off be out for extended amount of time. This doesn't seem like this is gonna be a minor injury, as I stated earlier. This could be a major injury. It could require surgery, and she could be out for maybe 6 months to a year, possibly, if it's a neck and knee issue that's major. Charlotte Flair may be out for a while. Now it's December 8th today. She could be out to June or even next December if it's a serious knee and neck injury. That require a lot of time off with Charlotte Flair. And that's something that be the last thing that we all want to happen to Charlotte or any other wrestling superstar for that matter. But Charlotte, that is a very serious injury. And it says it right here. I'll say it again that it says real ugly spot. And like I said earlier, rush to the finish. My knee. That's not good at all. And this is it right here. This is her being helped. And this is Graham GSM Matthews. And she's getting walked backstage. Let's see what's going on here.
Captain Florent Goldberg, we are here to award you our nation's highest military distinction for medical help.
So this is Charlotte Flair having a major injury. She's getting walked backstage, and then as we see here, another clip that they're all looking at her. Like I stated earlier, officials, the referee Charles Robinson, well I should say senior official, he's been a referee forever. This don't look good for Charlotte. This could be an ugly injury. I don't know how long she's going to be out. Hopefully sooner than later. But she seemed like with if it's a neck and knee issue, as stated here, she could be out for extended amount of time. Let's see what it says right here. I'm gonna read that again. Make sure. Yep, seemed to hurt her neck too. So this is not looking good for Miss Charlotte Flair. I don't know how long she's going to be out, but this is not a good look for her. She could be out for a minute. Um, I mean, this could, oh, if she has to take time out to heal her injury and possibly get surgery, this could open up the door for Jade Cargill to debut. She could debut a little sooner than later. Jade Cargill, we may see a debut of her a little bit sooner and be on SmackDown brand. And I'm hearing reports that Charlotte Flair is seriously injured. This is not good for Charlotte Flair. As we know, Charlotte Flair is, of course, a very decorated, one of the most decorated female superstar of all time in WWE, and she goes down with an injury like this. Like I said, I think that moonsault injury she did before really, really hurt her. And hopefully, as she do nurse her injury, take time off, possibly get surgery, she changed her move set. That moonsault's dangerous for her. Charlotte is decorated and good as she is overall. She botches way too much, and she needs to stop doing that botch. It's not helping her at all. Just because you do the moonsault, you don't have to do it all the time. And plus, Charlotte Flair's getting older. She's 37 years old. So she needs to really change her in-ring move set. It's because she's tall and she's in great shape. She needs to start doing this moonsault. It's really, really going to take years off her career. And then she has to take time off now. And they're saying it's a real serious injury. If her neck's involved, she's going to definitely be out 6 months to a year. In addition to her knee, she's probably get knee surgery and possibly get some neck surgery. That's going to be 6 months to a year. That neck is something not to play with. The neck and back are two things you want to play with. Ask Randy Orton about the back. Ask Braun Strowman about the neck. Stone Cold, Edge, all those guys that had neck problems. Also Big E and even Bobby Roode. So neck, that's. I hope it don't end her career. I know everybody has that neck injury. They don't always come back the same, or they don't come back at all for that matter. Hopefully that doesn't be the story with Charlotte. Charlotte Flair get a speedy, hopefully she get a speedy recovery and get well soon, Charlotte Flair. And we will see you back in the WWE ring at some given point. We just don't know what time, but